As midnight approaches at Kaliganj railway station, the familiar world begins to shift. Shadows stretch across the empty platforms, and the usual bustle fades into a profound silence. Each sound, from the distant hoot of an owl to the soft rustle of the wind, feels amplified in the stillness. In this quiet hour, the station takes on an eerie presence, where the ordinary blurs with the unknown and the night seems to hold its breath. Stationmaster Rahman has recently observed a mysterious old man lingering around the station for several consecutive nights. The man's unsettling appearance and peculiar behavior have not gone unnoticed, prompting Rahman to grow increasingly wary. Each evening, the old man seems to keep to the shadows, avoiding conversation and watching the trains with an intense gaze. Rahman can't help but wonder about the stranger's intentions as his presence becomes more difficult to ignore. The old man's voice cuts through the silence as he shouts a chilling prophecy, his words trembling with urgency. He confesses to a crime from his past, his eyes haunted by guilt and fear. Despite his desperate warning that something is coming for him, those around him dismiss his outburst as the ramblings of a troubled mind. The tension in the room grows as uncertainty lingers in the air. Rahman glances at the train schedule, carefully noting the expected arrival and departure times. Everything seems routine until a sudden, piercing whistle echoes through the station at 11:58. This catches him off guard, as there are no trains scheduled at this hour. The unexpected sound leaves Rahman puzzled, prompting him to question what could be causing this anomaly. The air is filled with the unmistakable sounds of a train approaching. Wheels clatter against invisible rails, metal grinds with a piercing screech, and bursts of steam echo through the silence. Despite the growing intensity of these noises, the tracks themselves are completely empty. There is no sign of any locomotive or carriages, leaving only the haunting sounds to disturb the stillness. The old man stands alone at the edge of the platform, his eyes wide with terror as he stares into the distance. Though the crowd around him goes about their day, he appears transfixed by something invisible to everyone else. His body trembles, and his expression reveals a fear that is both profound and deeply unsettling. Whatever he sees, it is clear that it grips him with an intensity that cannot be ignored. Rahman urgently attempts to pull the old man away from the looming threat, his actions driven by a sense of desperation. Suddenly, a second deafening whistle pierces the air, amplifying the tension and fear in the moment. The sharp sound reverberates, signaling that danger is even closer than before. Both Rahman and the old man are now caught in a race against time, their anxiety mounting with every passing second. Suddenly, a surge of hot air sweeps through the area, powerful and abrupt, as though an unseen locomotive has just thundered by. In the midst of this chaos, the old man lets out a desperate scream, his voice echoing with fear. In an instant, he disappears without a trace, leaving behind only the fading sound of his plea for help. The scene is left eerily silent, the mystery of his vanishing deepening the sense of unease. At the stroke of midnight, an unexpected silence envelops the entire station. Conversations halt abruptly, and the usual hum of activity vanishes without warning. People glance at each other, their faces etched with confusion and disbelief. In that moment, no one can quite grasp the cause of the sudden stillness, leaving an unsettling tension hanging in the air. A passenger, hesitant and uneasy, gathers the courage to ask Rahman about the recent incident. Rahman's response is filled with uncertainty, as he admits he isn't sure what exactly happened. However, he hints at something ominous, mentioning rumors of a train from hell approaching. His words leave the passengers unsettled, their imaginations racing with possibilities. The atmosphere grows tense as everyone waits for more information. The following morning, police begin their investigation and make a startling discovery. Evidence points to a murder that occurred decades earlier, a case that had remained unsolved for years. Their findings reveal a connection to a notorious gambler who had managed to evade capture all this time. As the pieces come together, suspicion falls on the old man, suggesting he may have been responsible for the crime. At Kaliganj station, a mysterious legend has begun to circulate. Locals whisper that on certain nights, precisely at midnight, an invisible train arrives at the platform. This spectral locomotive is said to reveal itself only to those whose fate remains undecided, offering a fleeting glimpse to souls caught between choices. The story has sparked both fear and fascination, as travelers wonder if they too might one night witness the ghostly train. Months have passed, yet the eerie legacy of the station endures. A newly appointed ticket collector, unfamiliar with the chilling tales, encounters the unmistakable sound of a haunting whistle echoing through the night. To his shock, he catches sight of a spectral train, its eyes glowing with an unnatural, fiery intensity. This unsettling experience only deepens the station's reputation for terror, leaving both staff and travelers wary of what might appear after dark. To this day, Kaliganj Station remains shrouded in mystery and fear. Locals often steer clear of the platform after dark, haunted by tales of a ghostly train that appears without warning. The legend persists that this spectral locomotive arrives off schedule, seeking to collect the souls of the lost and wandering. For many, the chilling stories are reason enough to avoid the station at night, preserving its eerie reputation through generations.